AJC School heartily welcomes you. At AJC Schools, our mission is to provide a safe, nurturing, and friendly environment where your child can grow and learn with the help and guidance of positive role models and with developmentally appropriate activities. At AJC, your child has the best opportunity to realize his/her unique potential, passion and purpose in life. With a wide range of activities on offer, AJC is the perfect place to grow into an individual with a number of talents, both inside and outside of the classroom.
Vision, mission, and values. To create in the minds of the students the right attitude of selfless service to people of various sectors around them, hoping it would reflect in serving the nation. To sow in their minds the needs of national integration. To insist on ideas such as duty, dignity, discipline, and integrity. To commit itself to create a harmonious and stimulating environment in which each pupil would be encouraged to develop the maximum level, according to his or her intellectual ability and academic performance. To respect all individuals irrespective of caste, creed, religion, etc.
Opening Declaration and Prayer by AJC Schools founder and correspondent, Pastor Sinyan Das.
எங்கள் பரலோக பிதாவே, இந்த நல்ல நேரத்துக்காக நன்றியோடு ஸ்தோத்திரிக்கிறோம். 2021-22வது வருட கல்வியை ஆன்லைனில் 9ஆம் தேதி ஆரம்பிக்க நீர் செய்து இருக்கிற கிருபைக்காக நன்றியோடு உம்மை துதிக்கிறோம். ஆண்டவரே, பள்ளிக்கூடம் நேர்த்தியாக நடைபெறவும், மாணவ மாணவியர்கள் மிகவும் நேர்த்தியாக படிக்கவும், நல்ல அறிவாற்றலுடையவர்களாக மாறவும், சிறந்த பிரஜைகளாக மாறவும், வியாதிகள், இந்த கொரோனா இதெல்லாம் வராமல் தேவரீர் மாணவ மாணவிகளை பாதுகாத்து கல்வி கற்றுக்கொள்ள உதவி செய்யும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். அப்படியே கற்றுக் கொடுக்கிற ஆசிரியர்களையும் நல்ல சுகத்தையும் ஆரோக்கியத்தையும் தந்து அவர்கள் நேர்த்தியாக கல்வியை கற்றுக் கொடுக்க தேவரீர் உதவி செய்யும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். ஆண்டவரே, இந்த பள்ளியாலும் இந்த பள்ளியில் படிக்கின்ற மாணவ மாணவியர்களாலும் கற்றுக் கொடுக்கிற ஆசிரியர்களாலும் உம்முடைய பரிசுத்தமுள்ள நாமம் மகிமைப்படுவதாக. இந்தியா தேசத்தில் மக்கள் எல்லா நிலையிலும் வளர இந்த பள்ளி பிரயோஜனமாக இருக்க உதவி செய்யும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். அனைத்தையும் தேவரீர் தலைமை தாங்கி நடத்தும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். இந்தியா முழுவதிலேயும் சமாதானம் உண்டாகும்படியும், இந்தியா நாட்டுள்ள அனைத்து மக்களும் ஆசீர்வதிக்கப்பட்ட நிலையில் காணப்படும்படியும் தேவரீர் அருள் புரியும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். உம்முடைய கிருபையானது எப்போதும் எல்லா நாளும் இந்த பள்ளி மினிஸ்ட்ரியில் காணப்படும்படி உதவி செய்யுங்க. உம்முடைய கிருபையும் பாதுகாவலும் பராமரிப்பும் எப்போதும் இருப்பதாக. மாணவர்களுடைய பெற்றோர்களும் எல்லா நிலையிலும் ஆசீர்வதிக்கப்பட்டவர்களாக, வியாதிகள் வராதபடி தேவரீர் அவர்களை பாதுகாத்து பராமரிக்கும்படியாக ஜெபிக்கிறோம். அனைத்து மகிமையும் ஆண்டவரே உமக்கே செலுத்துகிறோம். இயேசுவின் நாமத்தில் கேட்கிறோம் எங்கள் அன்புள்ள பிதாவே, ஆமீன்.
Aim for the stars. Too low, they build, who build beneath the stars. said the poet Edward Young. At AJC, we equip our children to set their aspiration very high. This helps in forming a strong foundation for their future life outside our walls. At AJC schools, labels and boundaries don't apply. Like our teachers, our students are world-class artists and athletes, scholars, and explorers. Progressive education is the best way for students to experience real-world situations. Experiential learning, by helping students develop these skills, better prepares them college and life as productive members of the workplace. Online education is a flexible instructional delivery system that encompasses any kind of learning that takes place via internet. E-learning is the greatest revolution in contemporary education. It makes a huge change in the system and opens great opportunities for everyone who wants to learn subjects in depth. For another, activities offered by clubs or youth organizations enable members to learn valuable skills. Many of the activities offered by clubs help students to extend and elaborate on the more formal knowledge learned in school. Club membership provides an opportunity to participate in new roles. The world's education systems vary widely in terms of structure and curricular content. Consequently, it can be difficult to compare national education systems with those of other countries or to benchmark progress towards national and international goals. At AJC, we have bridged this gap by enhancing teaching methods and student capabilities.
AJC is one of the top schools in the country. And we set each student on their own lifelong path of learning and doing. A teaching method comprises the principles and methods used by teachers to enable student learning. These strategies are determined partly on subject matter to be taught and partly by the nature of the learner. The AJC's virtual class platform offers teachers, students and parents engaging learning material relevant to the prescribed school curriculum.
Tomorrow's leaders. Through academics, athletics, community service, outdoor education and extracurricular activities, students at AJC have ample opportunities to become leaders. Making a difference. Academy students in every grade participate in community service. Students in high school are provided with ample opportunities which aren't just school-based. Strong bonds that last. During their time at the school, students build extraordinary relationships with classmates and faculty members, relationships that last a lifetime. Nationally ranked. We instill in our students the values of respect, integrity and honesty. We inspire them to become confident high-level thinkers and aspiring global citizens beyond the gates of our private campus. Greetings by Mr. K. Pattabhiraman, Principal, AJC School, Kumbakonam.
Good morning, students. Hope you are fine and doing good. I am glad to head this prestigious and reputed institution as the principal. I take the privilege in serving the student community, empowering the young minds to create a meaningful and value-based society. My foremost objective in AJC English School is to provide quality education to every child and to create a school culture that promotes progressive learning. Being the principal of this institution, I aim to establish excellent academic standards and to provide state-of-the-art facilities that can help create student achievement. My primary vision is to cater to the students of AJC School to encounter the 21st century challenges, to provide ample opportunities for all students to excel in different fields across the nation. Considering the existing pandemic situations, we are in a situation to move ahead with process of learning with the assistance of online platforms. With the schools shut across the world, we have to adopt new types of learning, not compromising with the quality of education and teaching. Various arrangements have been taken to nurture your kids. Online classes for this academic year will begin from this week. Faculty members of AJC school is ready to display boundless energy and intense commitment to enhance the storehouse of knowledge. I request each and every student to remember, understand, apply, analyze and evaluate the concepts discussed in the online classes. Parents are asked to coordinate with the teachers for the welfare of the students to develop mutual trust. The discussions with parents about the strength and weakness of students is to positively bridge the gap between school and home. Concluding my address with the famous quote said by APJ Abdul Kalam, education is the most powerful weapon which will change the world. Wishing you all good luck in this academic year. May you all come off with flying colors. Thank you.
The COVID-19 challenge and AJC's response. 1 year into the COVID-19 pandemic, close to half the world's students are still affected by partial or full school closures. And over 100 million additional children will fall below the minimum proficiency level in reading as a result of the health crisis. Prioritizing education recovery is crucial to avoid a generational catastrophe across the world. It's time to roll out a serious educational recovery package. Lost learning is no longer being counted in days and weeks, but in months. The most vulnerable have been hardest hit. The pandemic widened inequalities, amplifying a pre-existing learning crisis. Setting the world on a more resilient, green and inclusive course will not happen without investing in those who are the custodians of our future.
AJC has responded to the above call by launching a recovery package for education centered on inclusion, resilience and transformation. This is about leaving no one behind, bracing for future shocks, gearing teaching and learning to the global challenges of our times. Priority 1, all children back in a safe and supportive school. Priority 2, recovering learning loss. Priority 3, preparing and empowering teachers. To cater to the above priorities, AJC has set in motion the following policies across all its educational boards. Policy Measure 1, deploying diverse learning platforms and hybrid learning to mitigate learning disruptions. Policy Measure 2, supporting teachers in their professional development. Policy Measure 3, attending to the well-being of teachers and learners. Policy Measure 4, readjusting academic calendars and providing catch-up and remedial programs. Policy Measure 5, addressing marginalization and inequalities and focusing on equity. Policy Measure 6, building resilience and trust in education through system-wide planning.
Digital transformation and the future of education at AJC schools. Digital preparedness and prior investment. For most schools, the pandemic has challenged education systems and speeded up digital transformation. New methodologies and approaches were required, adequate infrastructure, access to connectivity, devices, digital platforms, appropriate learning resources and adequate digital skills. The diverse experiences show how the success in transitioning to digital education during COVID-19 school closures was largely conditioned by different levels of prior investment in digital transformation for education. AJC has had digital education in classes 5 years prior to this pandemic, and substantial investments have gone to strengthen that infrastructure in recent times. Importance of the human factor. The AJC management recognized that it is not digital technologies in themselves that will transform education. Rather, it is people with adequate digital skills that will transform the culture of learning. Beyond digital infrastructure, access to devices and educational resources, diverse application experiences emphasize the importance of the human factor, including of developing the new skills needed by teachers, parents, caregivers, and students. Even when access to digital technology exists, there is the need for school leaders, teachers, and students to gain experience of quality online and blended learning. Need for wider social engagement and partnerships. Recognizing that parents everywhere have also become teachers as schools expanded into homes, AJC has stepped up pedagogical support to parents, including in the establishment of a dedicated educational channel for parents on how to be teachers at home, especially for early childhood education. We have stepped up studies in digital skills for students, teachers, and family members involved in the learning process, developing a culture of digital learning and transformation. Beyond schooling, we have developed more ambitious plans to strengthen digital capacities, involving both basic education and training. Recognizing that students need to be adaptive lifelong learners, digital training, for example, can reinforce the digital capacities of teachers to support the transition to a digital labor market in future. Reimagining and transforming education for the future. In adjusting to distance and blended learning, the pandemic offers the opportunity to reimagine pedagogies, assessment, and curriculum. The educational disruption brought on by the pandemic was seen as an opportunity to reimagine educational models in which soft skills, life skills, digital skills, as well as interdisciplinary skills gain more importance.